Hey guys, Sure Shot Midget here. So I have another HPA PDW. So about a month ago, I did a Polar Star fusion engine in was a D-Boys PDW. The guy that sent me this gun said it was a VFC, but I'm pretty sure this is just the D-Boys. It's the RDW. So I'm not sure if he bought the gun used, so I don't know if the person lied to him. Either way, like I said on that last video, the D-Boys one feels identical to the VFC. It really does. The quality is very similar. So this was sent out from California. He plays at Code Red, and then I think Tac City, and maybe N1, a couple of those places. So unfortunately, Code Red started to be a little cancerous from what I've heard. Basically, for HPA, you're restricted to semi-auto. Couple reasons why I think that's dumb. One, they already have a lower FPS limit. It's like 365 with a 0.2 is their FPS limit for HPA, when AEGs are allowed 400. So HPA is already at a FPS disadvantage. And then now apparently they're semi-locked. I don't understand that. I don't agree with even an RPS limit or anything like that. I think if an AEG is allowed to shoot full auto, they should allow the HPA to shoot full auto. Now, a good way that a lot of fields do this is like most games will be semi-auto, and then some full auto kind of thing. But at the same time, there are people that go to those fields and they'll run an HPA gun. You know, some of them shoot high rate of fire. A lot of times they don't. A lot of times they're at 25, 30 rounds a second, and they just mag dump people. And that's where the problem lies. I don't know why mag dumping's even a thing. A lot of that should stop. I know a lot of people just mag dump friends and stuff, and that's okay, but like mag dumping random people at a field is the most retarded thing I have ever heard. Not only is it making fields come up with a bunch of rules to restrict HPA players, that's all it's doing, really. You know, it's clickbait on YouTube, but you're really hurting the good players, really, honestly, the HPA users. So with that rant out of the way, start from the back and go to the front. Got a standard PDW stock on here. If you didn't see my other video or haven't seen information on PDWs, they fold and they kind of click on the side and then they fold out. Non-adjustable, it's just one position. There is a PTS pistol grip on here. The wiring is inside of here and it's actually pretty tight. I recommended him to get a different grip, but he kind of wanted to use the PTS here, and there's less storage in here than some of the other grips. So I don't know if he's going to stick with this or what. He's going to have to get a very, very small JST LiPo, though, and be very careful. I have one screw in the bottom of the grip, and it's not even all the way on. So as long as you get one screw in there, you're fine. That thing's not going to fall off because there's no blowback or anything. There's no vibration. The body on here is completely metal. It's a one-piece upper, very, very solid. He's got just some flip-up sights on here. He's got a PTS grip on the front. These are cool. I like these stubby grips. I'm not exactly sure what they call them, to be exact. Stubby is they probably use that in their description on it. It's pretty cool, very comfortable. And then it's got a little bit longer of a barrel than the other one. The other one stopped like right here, so this is just maybe 2 inches longer. That's pretty much on the externals. On the internals, it has a retro arms straight trigger. I did shorten the trigger pull. It has a Polar Star F2 with a amped IGL, pink. Other than that, it's a totally stock F2. There's really nothing to change. You can change the poppet if you want, but it's already low flow out of the box. And with a red nozzle, you're getting plenty of airflow. Good performance out of the box. One of the most efficient engines out there. So yeah, the IGL is the only upgrade besides the trigger. It is semi-locked, like I said. I do have it set for 25 rounds a second, so if he does change it, it's pretty low. In fact, it might be maxed out because I did have to rise one of the settings pretty high. I could probably tune it a little bit lower, but since it is semi-auto only at the field that he plays at, I just left it, you know, at 25 and left the nozzle timing where it was. Hop-up wise, it has a Pro 1 hop-up with a Prometheus purple bucking, 300, 307, 307, 305, 305, 308, 304, 37, 35, 36. Pretty dang consistent, no problems there. 306 with a 0.3 is 1.31 joules. So again, right there around that 1.3. As you can see there, trigger response is perfect. So he can just let it rip on this thing. It's overhopped ever so slightly. And like I said, 200 feet. Got a Elite Force mid cap with about 130, 120.3s in here. And since it is semi-auto only, you should be able to use mid caps. I mean, look at that. I can hear the air starting to run out. I think, maybe not. Ran through the whole thing. Let's try a Vietnam style mag. These are OEM mag brand. Oh yeah. Perfect feed. Yeah, no problem. So anything I've tossed in this thing is feeding perfectly. And so I shot 300 rounds, 200, so about 550 rounds. And I was at 500 PSI, and I'm still above 0. So maybe like 200 left. Ugh, man, these F2s are just absolutely insane on efficiency. Alright guys, so change a couple things on this gun. First thing I want to mention is with the FCU battery. So this wire harness is really, really long, so I actually tucked a lot of it up inside of the engine and just wrapped it up in there. So now that battery fits a lot better. I'm sure you could get both grip screws on there. Honestly, this is not a bad idea too, because it's not going to come out. So he could just leave it as is and stuff it all up in there and just not worry about it. So I actually changed the barrel to a Mad Bull steel barrel, so it goes all the way to the tip here, just like the old one. So it's shooting a lot harder. So we're at 80 PSI, and it shoots that about 360 with a .2, which is about 1.35 joules with 3s. So pretty good performance. Still really, really good trigger response, and still 200 feet range. You could just hammer on the trigger again. He's semi-auto locked, so he was required to shoot semi-auto only, but he can work the trigger like crazy, which is awesome. That's the one pro about HPA. He did say that his field's a little bit cancerous, and it's like the field owner thinks that he goes around and bursts people. He said something about that. This is semi-locked, so there is no way it is going to shoot full auto unless he changes it, and I don't think he even knows how to change it. So I think what people are hearing is probably like that, and those retards think it's full auto. Whereas I go even faster. They probably think I'm shooting like 60 rounds a second on full auto because they're retarded. So I think that's what's happening. I don't think he's actually going around and bursting anybody. People are just freaking out because they're stupid. My tank is getting close to being out. Yeah, we're like below 500 now. So it sounds a little weird. That's probably why. I've shot quite a lot out of this gun to get it tuned, so that's why I ran through the second tank. But pretty dang consistent. Good range, good accuracy. Consistent as all heck. So, hope he enjoys it. I think he's going to enjoy it. He does have a Polar Star Fusion engine as well, he said. I didn't put the gun together for him. Apparently he put it together, but he said he's had a lot of fun with that gun as well. But he had this PDW AEG that he wanted to be HPA. He chose one of the best engines. The F2 is just fantastic for this thing. So yeah, hope he enjoys it. If you have any questions or anything, let me know, and I'll see you on the next video.